I'd much rather park at the back of a parking lot at an open spot than drive around looking for a potential vacant spot closer. There are typically like 50 spots open in the back of any given parking lot, yet people, and a lot of people I ride with, would rather drive around the rows looking for one closer to the entrance of the store rather than just walk the extra 75 feet. What is the point? The proper way is: 1. Circle a few times. 2. Spot someone leaving the store with a massive cart of groceries and at least 3 toddlers, follow them to their spot. 4. Turn on blinker. 5. Swing wide but stop and wait while they load said groceries and kids. 6. Wave traffic through even though they'll never fit due to above wide swinging. 7. Somehow be way too close for car to back out. 8. Refuse to budge. 9. Eventually try to park but despite swinging too wide, miss completely. 10. Back out without regard. Park. 12. Yell at cashier for not taking your expired coupon. Yes, I hate when I'm in the car with somebody and they drive in circles looking for a close spot, like we could be in the store by now. I don't drive around either, but I live in Wisconsin, and the winters are brutal. People want to spend the least time outside. Agree. Often takes less time to park and walk than it would driving around and around finding the perfect spot. I always park in the back, but that has to do with not trusting other drivers. I always park next to the cart return. Seems to be the best time saver. My mom did that, used to drive me nuts as a kid. I don't get it. The worst are the ones that stop and wait for someone to leave, preventing everyone from going anywhere. I don't mind a bit of walking, but it's freaking cold outside. I'm not wanting to be out in the wind/snow/rain any longer than I need to be. I always done that also until recently. My buddy had to go to Walmart and I rode with him. He drove around until he found a spot close to the front. I asked why. He said because he used to do the same until someone hit his car at Walmart. He reported it to the police. The police wanted to see security footage and Walmart said their cameras don't show that far back. So he was stuck footing the bill while the person who hit his car just drove off. So now I'm terrified of parking in the back, someone hitting my truck while I'm shopping. Having young kids changed that for me. I mean, if I'm alone, yes, I much rather park far away. With the 3 little monsters though, I feel like I'm playing Frogger but with 3 frogs all unpredictably trying to cross at the same time. The less parking lot to cross the better, lol. Especially if it's in the shade. Close and shaded would be better. But far and shaded is still better than close and baking in the sun, so it feels like you're jumping into an oven that's been set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so you blast your AC max ice cold only to find out your AC is busted and your window hasn't been able to roll down for weeks because you never went to get the damn thing fixed. I usually aim for a spot about halfway down the parking lot. I'll look over to the next aisle, gauge about how good it is, then do a single lap down one aisle towards the store, just in case I get lucky, and then back to those open spots I saw in the next. But yeah, the people who will drive around for 5 minutes waiting to snipe a spot near the store entrance are stupid. I agree, but you got me fucked up if you think in doing that at midnight. I always park as far out as I can because I can always use a bit of exercise. Also, it's a fun experiment. Park out in the hinterlands where there's nobody for about 10 spaces in either direction. Come back and there are 2 cars close parked on either side. Still a wasteland to either side. Boggles the mind. Yeah. You get there faster and a little exercise isn't bad. Only exception is when it's like -40 out, you'll try to save the extra 75 feet. If you live in South Florida, or probably any sunny place, the best spot isn't the closest, it's the shoddiest. Yeah, people are lazy AF. Used to be this way. I'd rather park further away and stroll past the stressed, angry masses trying to snatch that close spot. Unfortunately, between rheumatoid arthritis, Ehlers-Danlos, and a completely hosed back with many herniated discs and spinal stimulator, walking isn't much of an option for me anymore and I need to use the disabled parking.